was feeling a little jaded yesterday when I put out my Alex Jabelli video about how this guy might be the person that's able to, put a little bit of life in the competitive scene for the dance game community. So, I think my mistake was going on Reddit and just not using these pages and just throw it on YouTube. If people get it, they get it. If they like it, they like it. Oh my God, I can't even. Oh, I don't want to sit here and say that the kids are getting stupid. I realize, and I don't want to sit here and be like everyone else and say that no one's reading. Everybody's just reacting. And I know that's been a thing for like over 10 years because people just react. They don't read. They don't have the bandwidth to sit and watch something that's longer than 30 seconds. Thank you, TikTok. But Jesus Christ, man, holy fuck. I realized that, you know what? Putting out something that, I put a little work into it, and I'm hoping to help have a little bit of conversation. Have a little bit of conversation with new people that have them just think, not just react. But I realize that is an uphill fucking battle. Oh my God. The person that I'm like reacting to is this Kira 88. Dude, I hope you wasn't born in 88. You're 38 years old, giving out these type of responses. Jesus fuck. Pump it up, and Dance Dance Revolution it would never have a chance. But then again, I've been playing this game, over half of my life now. So I just realized, like, man, this is just how people are. All right, so their first original response that, and let me remind you, everybody was like, woo! When it came to this response, fuck Evo and their bullshit whitewash money. This was their original response. I gave them a softball, like, okay, I understand, yada, yada, yada. I wasn't going to point out the whole whitewash money because that shit doesn't make no sense. I didn't know the Saudis were white. All right, I just want people to sit, and I want people to just sit on that real quick, okay? Because this was their original response, saying Evo and their whitewash, which is reaching. You can tell this person not watched this video, and they just put out this response into the ether, and people just agreed, woo, without actually looking at the material. Because I guess now if you see Evo, they're like, oh, bad, fuck Evo. Let's just say that without any context or even people even knowing what the fuck is going on with Evo. There was no engagement. There was no conversation. There was just basic. And I gotta come to the conclusion that the community is just basic now. Real basic, more basic than there were 10 years ago when these games were starting to make a comeback because of DDR making landfall in the U.S. legitimately with Dave & Buster's in round one. But an hour later, oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, that is interesting. I just realized that in Pump It Up, they responded to Pump It Up and DDR. So in Pump It Up, they responded with whitewash money. But in DDR, in this DDR Reddit, they responded with their sports washing bullshit. It's kind of confusing, and this is the same person. It's kind of confusing because I honestly thought, okay, first off, let's go back. Hold up. Let's go back to the first response with the whitewash money. This is stupid. This is dumb. The fact that he's saying whitewash money, I will tell you right now, dealing with Anamiro, with them knowing me, they will take this whitewash money any day of the week. Whitewash money leads to better licenses, more content, and more events. Sitting here saying that, sitting here and with Evo giving it more of a platform, while Evo might be going through some changes, something like Pump It Up and Dance Dance Revolution at Evo will give it a little bit more legitimacy as an eSport, which these companies are aiming for. On the DDR side, when they're saying, oh man, fuck Evo and their sports washing, this is really, really confusing because the Bimani Pro League exists, which is a sports-like format. I don't understand this. So, are you trying to say that Dance Dance Revolution is not a sport and shouldn't be a sport? None of this make any sense. Because you're saying fuck Evo and their sports washing bullshit, but you know, for a while now, Konami been doing some sports washing shit. But the real response here, and I gotta give it up to Dragon Blade Ice. I feel this person because they understand, they get it. Because basically saying that, you know, Jay Belly can't do this by himself. He's saying that in order for this to grow, the players got to show up and make a demand for it. But the players are not doing that. They're not reading into the situation or looking at the opportunity. But this is what, I guess, top tier prominent players done taught, I guess, average Joes, scrubs, players coming up, because there are more, I guess, regulars than there are top tier players. That's just my view. That these companies, that Anamiro or Konami, just going to just do it all themselves. Not paying attention to the part where a lot of the shit that they're doing, they're keeping it Asia exclusive.